Okay, so hey guys, I've been dying to make a video and just talk to you guys. I mean, I know who you are, you know, like I feel like my friends subscribe to my channel at this point. But clearly a lot of things have changed, okay? I have different hair, okay? Half and half style, Melmar style. You know how we do, okay? New shirt. I have a robot on my shirt this time. Clap it up for the Rick and Morty portal! Okay, actually I'm gonna tone it down. If I could just bring it down a little bit. I am excited. This is actually a serious video a little bit. Because I've been dying to get this off of my chest for a minute. And I've been thinking about making this video now for a minute. And I'm finally doing it. It's really gonna be about me and how I failed. I failed, like, big time. If you don't know, past year, so I graduated in 2017. I did pretty well in high school. At the end of the day, I took a bunch of APs, and I ended up getting a lot of scholarship offers from a lot of schools. Loyola, Fordham, I forget where else, I don't know, it was so many schools, I applied to so many, and I got accepted to a lot. Anyways, I actually decided out of all of those, the best offer was at this engineering school in Terre Haute, Indiana. Which sounds like a nightmare to me on the inside, but on the outside, I knew that I'm at this school, and I get into classes, and I'm like, okay, so this is hard, but I can do it. So I push myself to get it done. I do very well, right? I'm not sleeping. I end up actually taking Adderall like almost every day. And I'm not sleeping, but I'm working a lot, and I'm in a lot of clubs, and I'm doing a lot of shit, and I'm doing well. So I feel like I'm doing great, and everybody thinks I'm doing great. And I can tell, you know, my family, and they're proud, and my mom's proud of me and everything, and they, you know, my family was nice enough to drive up to my school and, you know, like, say goodbye to me and, like, you know, set up my little dorm room and stuff. And I know that some kids didn't have that at all. Like, a lot of kids, like, they don't have anyone go up with them, like, to even go with them. So I felt like, yo, like, I have to make my family proud. Like, I actually have to show them that I appreciate that shit. So I went hard. I kicked ass. The only thing to go to somewhere in Ohio, and I transferred to just, like, the city school here. Like, it's a different thing. It's different. But I'd say that personally I failed. Because in other people's eyes, I failed. I didn't finish out engineering. A lot of people thought, you know, I was gonna be this big engineer. Personally, I failed because I didn't accomplish the things that I set out to accomplish. While I was there, I wasn't, I was very involved, but I wasn't really networking that much. I wasn't talking to the people there, and I wasn't happy, and I was just myself, and I was very standoffish, like, I don't want to talk to you, you know, because I was just unhappy. You know, when you're in that place, not in a place where you want to be, like, you can become unhappy and you can't really hide it, or at least I can't hide it. Yeah, but basically, I failed, okay, and I learned a lot from that, like, personally. Okay, so, my camera keeps shutting off, but I'm back again. Where was I? Okay, so, yeah, so, by the end of that term, I was basically just worn down and also discouraged because I had to work so much harder than this because it wasn't my thing, and I just felt like obligated to do it because I got this opportunity and I got this scholarship, and my whole family's looking at me like. The only thing is, when you push yourself and you keep pushing yourself, and you really don't take care of yourself, and you prioritize work over everything, and people's expectations over everything, and your image over everything, and perception over everything, you wear yourself down and burn yourself out to the point where you can't even, you're so far away from yourself where you can't even really recognize yourself anymore. You can't really, like, you just become fucking empty, like burnt out, like just fucking dead, like basically dead. like inside, internally, not literally. I'm still here, thank God. But actually, so after that first term, I was very tired. I was discouraged because even though I was doing well, I have to work 50,000 times harder than everybody else just to do this, because this wasn't really my thing. While I'm there, I actually, before I even was going to stop myself, you know, whether that be me burning out or I just say this isn't for me, if I got the courage to do that, it just so happened that I got really fucking sick one day. Well, not just one day, it was actually gradually. So I gradually started losing control over the right side of my body. Very scary. I thought, you know, maybe it would just go away. Ended up going to the doctor, and I find out that I actually have multiple sclerosis. So there's, I mean, a lot of people don't know what that means, what MS is, but it's basically just, you have lesions on your brain that grow in your brain, and they affect your motor functions. They affect just how you feel. They affect how you, just everyday life becomes a little different. But yeah, so I ended up getting really sick, and so I sat out for a quarter. So that's, at that school, they go in quarters instead of semesters. I don't know why, but yeah, so I sat out for a quarter. I went back, very angry, very confused, very just, I don't know, very angry, very lost, and I ended up actually having to leave there for a year, and by the time that year was up, man, time really passes, but yeah, by the time that having to leave for a pretty long period of time, by the time that time was up, I decided not to go back. I figured that if you can sell something once, you can sell it 100 more times. So whatever they saw in me, I can take that and I can sell it myself. I don't have to put myself through that shit. I just have to work for myself, and I have to win in my own eyes instead of other people's eyes, and build that vision that I see for myself, which was not being an engineer at Meridian, you know, or at bioscience, or it wasn't being an engineer at a desk at some giant ass company. It wasn't any of that. All along I had a certain vision, and the school was really just a part of, I thought that would be a platform for me to, like a platform for me to step on and build my vision and express it and share it. That's not how it worked out. And when things don't work out according to the plan failed. It failed. So basically, I'm just gonna be focusing on building my own vision, or, you know, building the life for myself that I actually do want. I know what I want, and I know what I want my life to be like in 10 years. And I know that right now, it doesn't look very good, and I know that I'm still in the process of failing every day. Things still don't go the way that I want them to go all the time, regardless of the amount of effort that I put in. But, you know, you have to learn to control the things that you can control, or I have to learn how to do that, and take things day to day, and take things and feel them out, and trust yourself. And when it's all on you, you don't really have any other choice but to work harder, like work and really, like, okay, so it's gonna be on you ever since, like, from the beginning, from the time you turn 18, college is the beginning of it all being on you. But the thing is, from that point on, it will all be on you. Like, you're responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your own whatever you get. So I can't sit there and blame someone else. I can't blame my parents, I can't blame my mom, can't blame my friends for me ending up in a life that I don't want, because I thought that was the thing to do, because that's what looks the best. So instead of having that safety net of perception, I'm really just depending on myself. So any kind of accolades, any kind of praise that I get, anything that I get will be completely based on what I do and not based on how things look. And you're gonna be able to see the things that I do. You're gonna be able to see it in the way that I look. You're gonna be able to see it in the amount of work that I'm producing. You're gonna be able to see it in the amount of things that I'm doing and where I'm going and who I'm with. And so that's really just what it is. So, yeah, basically just you have to be comfortable with things not going to plan and failing, and really looking, and I've had to really learn myself and learn my weaknesses, and I know my strengths as well, and like I just learned a lot about myself in that time of failure. Like a lot of my own self-worth was based off of how smart I am, how my grades, what classes am I taking? Am I taking the hardest classes? Like, that means that I'm really smart, and that means that I'm worth something. And I know that my family was looking at it like, wow, she's really gonna do it. Like, wow, she's really gonna do it. And I thought, oh, she's in school, she's really doing it. But I didn't feel inside like I was really doing anything that counted, that actually counted, that actually counted towards my actual goals that I have for myself. And I realized that I didn't need to go there to accomplish like these things. I don't need to go there and be miserable, because I was miserable there. I don't have to do that in order to accomplish these goals that I've set for myself. And I have to learn how to believe in myself and rely on myself and learn how to master myself. Okay, so that's what I'm learning right now. And I'm gonna try to just take you guys with me through the journey. And you guys, this is living proof. You're gonna see how it turns out. So, I don't know if I made the right decision. I'm still scared that I'm gonna fail, like for real, like nothing's gonna work out. But at the same time, I know that I just have to keep working. And as long as I don't stop, then I'm not gonna be in the same place that I was last year. I'm not gonna be in the same place that I was last month. And I'm gonna just keep getting a little bit better until I end up here, and I just keep working. So yeah, I just gotta get working, you know what I mean? So this video, I fucking failed in a way. In a way, I technically kind of failed. Like, I failed to you, but I didn't really fail to me. To me, I'm winning right now. I'm winning inside because I'm achieving personal goals. Like, I'm actually, like, pushing myself now. I'm not relying on perception. I'm not relying on, I'm smart. I'm relying on my work. That's the only thing that I have at this point. I'm still smart, but that took me as far as it went. Me being smart took me to, I get a scholarship at this good school, or I get scholarships at these good schools. That's where being smart took me. But the work is gonna take me to actually where I wanna go. Like, that's the only thing. I have to work towards where I wanna go. I have to push towards where I wanna go. It's not gonna come. Like, it's not gonna come if I just sit here and go through the motions of, oh, I'm in school, oh, I'm in engineering school, I'm working really hard. I'm getting closer, right, to my vision, to my goals, right? No, I'm getting closer to having a job at Meridian Bioscience. That was the actual reality. So to other people, that might look good. I think to the outside, that looks really good. Like, not a lot of, technically, like, the percentage of people who even go to engineering school, let alone make it through, isn't a lot. It's a very small percentage of people. And I respect that. I respect that entirely. But that's not, it didn't actually align with what I wanted for myself. It didn't. And I had to be honest with myself and about who I am. And I am an artist, and I'm still a scientist though. Like, I'm both, and I need to be allowed to be both. I need to have the freedom and the flexibility to be both and to express it and let you guys see it. See both of it. You can see all of it. You can see me, you know, in the chem lab. You know, that's not really exciting. I am going to be trying to push out some science videos though, with experiments. I actually tried one with fake snow. I forget the polymer that it is, but it's this polymer that expands when it gets in water, when it touches water. I can find out the word, I can put the name right here if you guys are interested. Gonna have to retry that experiment. I tried to throw snowballs at people and film it and then kind of explain like why, like the science behind the fake snow, but that's not, it didn't work out. Okay, it was a fun video to make, but it didn't work out. So that's gonna be coming out. Also, just like, I want you guys to actually kind of, like, my channel is gonna be you guys jumping into my brain and just how I think. So it's gonna get really funny. It's gonna get really funny. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Nah, but actually, I'm very happy. I'm much happier than I've been a long time, just because I know that I'm accomplishing things on the inside and not the outside. It feels a lot better, like, it really does. At least if I get burnt out and I push myself too hard, that it'll be for me. Like, it won't be for somebody else. It'll be for me, and it'll be for what I want. And I'm willing to do that. I love working hard. I love pushing myself. I love not sleeping. I love, like, putting my all into something. It feels good. It really does. Like, it really does. So, yeah, I hope this meant something to someone. I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But it felt really good to talk it out and get this shit off my chest. Yeah.
Tear that shit up, tear that shit up, I'ma tear that shit up, tear that shit up, bend it over here, break it down, bend it up, bend it over here, break it down, bend it up, tear that shit up, tear that shit up, I'ma tear that shit up, tear that shit up.